Right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to have a reaction here to last night's live stream, my watch along to the Russell Brand exposure on Channel 4. Now, I have to say thank you very much for everybody that tuned in. It was a really, really good crowd, asked really good questions, very, very unbiased. I think the crowd was split. Um, so yeah, listen, my full reaction, I'm going to give it to you right now. So I have to say this straight out. I've slept on this. I've thought about this. I've looked at different people's opinions. I've watched people like Sean Atwood. I've seen the American side of things. I've heard people's opinions in this, and some people think that he's guilty, and some people think that he is innocent. Now, hear me out, right? It's both. It's both, guys. 100%. It's both, right? So is this a situation where you've got a guy who's done really, really bad things in his life in regards to women? You can call that a really bad guy. That is later on in his life started a YouTube channel and exposed really, really bad guys. Now, hear me out. Think about this, right? If we want a bad man to care of, I have to be careful with my words. Who do we go to take care of a bad man? We'll go to another bad man. Well, if you're a normal citizen and somebody's committed an illegal act on you, you go to the police. But if you want a bad man took out, you go to a bad man to take that bad man out. Don't we? That's what we do. I was thinking about this. Is it possible that Russell Brand is guilty of the things that they're accusing him of, but he's also guilty of exposing the globalist agenda, the agenda against children in school, the magic juice agenda, and the disease that's been floating about for the past 4 years? Because he literally brought facts to the table in regards to that, and he was seen as an extreme threat. But I can't discount the evidence that was presented to me last night. Now, here's how you know if it's BS or not. So think about it this way, right? What is the point of bringing this forward if there's going to be no legal ramifications for Russell Brand? What would be the point? Just be the only way you would bring that forward is if you want to assassinate his character. And assassinate his character they did. But why is there no legal ramifications? Sure, they're calling him a rapist. They're saying, look, you've done, but here's the women. Okay. So he's going to take this one step further, take it to court. Somebody said in my comment section, a very informed commenter, like all my subscribers and commenters, the best subscribers and commenters in the world, to keep me corrected. I'm just the idiot with the mic. You are the ones with the information. This lady said it's the geography, because they can't go to America, go to England, go to all different places around the world. I'm not asking them to do that. I'm asking them to go after one situation, the situation that has the most evidence in regards to him being guilty. And that would be the situation where he has sent a text message to a lady in Los Angeles apologizing for the sexual assault. So I would take that to court and say, look, Your Honor, I present you with this evidence of him apologizing for the sexual assault. He has recognized that he has committed the sexual assault and he has apologized for it. So in return, there needs to be a guilty verdict in this. If they do not do that, then this is an attack on a guy. If they do that, then it sort of half legitimizes what they're doing. I'm not saying go after every single thing that's been brought up against Russell Brand. I'm saying pick one and go for that. Pick the best one that you know you're going to get a guilty verdict on and go for that. Something tells me they're not going to do that, though. Something tells me that they actually, even if Russell Brand is guilty of these things, that wasn't the purpose of this documentary. The purpose of this documentary was to completely assassinate Russell Brand's character, because he has assassinated their character by exposing what the agenda is for the past 3 years. So in turn, they don't care about the victims and nobody cares about the victims. And then there's people like you and me in the middle that actually do care about the victims, thinking, well, hold on, let's put the agenda to one side and let's put this agenda to one side and let's focus on these female victims, alleged victims. Let's get them the help that they need and let's see what the truth is here. And if it's true that Russell Brand is a terrible demon, sex demon, then he needs to have the full ramifications of the law. But Channel 4 doesn't care about that. The globalists don't care about that. And And it's just about damage limitation for them. And now it's damage limitation for Russell. It's like, well, you're going to do this to us, Russell. We're going to do this to you. Bit like the Andrew Tate situation. But if you actually look into the Andrew Tate situation, there's question marks left, right, and center. Now, this is the first time I've ever heard anything to do with Russell Brand. Now, there's people saying, oh, Ronan, he's 100% wrong. And I get that. Okay, you've got evidence. There's somebody, a commenter says, look, Ronan, we know that this guy's wrong. And I have my own experiences with him. That's fine. Contact me. Come on the show. I'll ask you the questions and we'll find out who Russell Brand really is. If Russell Brand turns out to be an actual wrong, and I will dig and I'll do 100 videos and absolutely destroy the guy to the best of my ability. But as it stands, that documentary has just split the population 50-50, and actually he's getting a lot of support. So what did it do? It just exposed him for sexual misconduct cases. Are you calling him a rapist? Are you calling him a pedophile? What are you calling him here? What's going on there? Apparently they had witnesses that heard women screaming in the room. The witnesses didn't go in to help the woman. There was a lady, she rang a news organization on Russell Brand because he allegedly sexually assaulted her. Why didn't she go to the police? Now, I understand those questions can be answered. She might have been afraid whenever the sexual assault happened, and then she got physically sick as time went on, seeing this guy on TV, and she wanted to take him down, so she went to a news organization. I get that. I'm not a stupid guy. But what is the motive from Channel 4 here? What is the motive? To expose a sexual predator? Okay. But no legal ramifications. You just want them offline. Okay. Why do you want them offline? Why do you want them off YouTube? You want them off YouTube because he's exposed everything to do with the mainstream media. So that's your motive. It's not to do with victims, though. Because if his victims are real, you bet your bottom dollar Channel 4 didn't get those victims on for a documentary because of them. They got his alleged victims on because they want rid of Russell Brand. And what you've got here is a situation where a bad guy who's done bad things to women has also done good things for us by exposing the mainstream media, but bad things to them. So is this a situation where bad guys took out bad guys? Is he not? Is he a narcissist? I would say Russell Brand is probably a narcissist, because I think everybody in the higher echelons of media are narcissists, because you have to be able to walk over your own mother just to get to the next level. Look at Philip Schofield. Look at Hugh Edwards, look at Dan Wood, and these people are all narcissists. But once again, we find ourselves in a situation where we've got a guy who is accused of doing terrible things to women. There's evidence to back it up. But the motives behind Channel 4 are just as disgusting, because they're not doing it for the victims. They're doing it to get rid of him because they're afraid of Russell Brand. So we'll find ourselves in a very sticky situation, and this is what you need to know, and this is what you need to think. Well, not what you need to think. I hate telling people what they need to think, but this is my opinion on it, right? You need to know my opinion. Is that if this does not go to court, at least one of these allegations, then this is a hit job on him. If it does go to court, then you know they're willing to take it to the next level and they find that the evidence is credible. I want to see Russell Brand's reaction to this. I want to know his reaction to this. He cannot stay quiet, and he cannot speak in a politician's filter. He has to come out and speak the language of the people, the language that we know. And that's it. That's my opinion on it. As the stories break on Russell Brand, I'll be reacting to them. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video. Share on other social media platforms. Just share, copy link to clipboard, make a little social media post, send to your friend on Facebook or WhatsApp Messenger. Smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I think I said that already. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Peace.